Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Over the following next couple weeks I'll be uploading content for Odin Valhalla Rising. If you could and you do find my content informative or helpful, please feel free to subscribe and like the videos, as I'm going to be trying to grow a following. Today we're going to be talking about how to beat the Ratatoskr fight, specifically at level 54, as that's the level that I am. There's a few tips and tricks that I can give you guys, but it's not necessarily the easiest fight. So the first thing that we're going to be looking at is the obvious, which is that you're going to go ahead and need to have all of your foods active, as that's going to help a lot for obvious reasons. The other thing that you're going to need is, I think need is the scrolls. If you could use all of the scrolls, that'd be helpful. And make sure that you auto-select these so that if they do happen to run out during the fight, if you're trying multiple times, that they will go ahead and reuse themselves. Another thing that's really helpful is these potions, which if you don't know how to activate, you can do with the seal stone. Each one of these two, which you should have unlocked by now, increases the buff effects of these potions. So if you can, upgrade those as much as possible, and then in order to create them, you just do it here. They last for 5 minutes, so go ahead and leave that active as well during the fight in case they run out. Okay, so with those buffs underway, another thing that I use / abuse in the fights is marvelous HP elixirs. Now these are kind of a pay to play, but you know, if you sell a couple yig drums here and there, you should be able to rack up 330 diamonds to purchase them here in the general offer consumable, and you get 20 for 330. So 20 should be enough in the fight. I mean, ideally I would go into the fight with 40 and just spam them, but if you can't, 20 should be enough, and just use them about halfway through the first health bar. Those are the main consumable uses that I use for the fight, and these in particular are going to help a lot because the longer you have higher HP, the longer you can do damage to the boss before you have to retreat and gain health. Okay, a few more things that are important to note during the fight is any armor that can grant you additional damage or attack speed is like super helpful. So in this case I'm using a shiny blade gloves over something like a Jotun because of the additional damage here. Likewise with the Diverger armor, you get critical strike chance and the dodge doesn't hurt. And then something I found that's like really important is the mistletoe belt, because you get this debuff resistance 7%, and it might not seem like a lot compared to something like this, right, where you have defense 2 and HP regen 3, and even in this case I have a max roll of HP, or a mid roll of HP 32, but that debuff resistance can help so much. Just dodging one freeze can be a significant advantage, and I think if I see here, I have debuff resistance 11, so it's not like it's really high, but it's enough to help with that fight. So those are the main things that you need to be looking out for. So without further ado, let's get into the fight and I will talk you through it. Business as usual. Make sure to have all of your skills on auto so that you can do as much damage as possible. The boss has 3 attacks. One of which is a diamond, one of which is a vertical red, and the other one which is a circular frost damage over time attack. You're primarily looking to dodge the circular damage over time attack and the diamond. The straight vertical red attack that freezes is almost entirely impossible to dodge, so that's why we're utilizing the debuff resistance belt to hopefully resist that freeze, so we can get out of the way and gain a little extra health and do a little extra damage. So here we see we've already gotten a half health. we are almost at half health ourselves, and we've dodged 2 of the diamond attacks. So you're going to go ahead and see here in a bit, there's the straight vertical. There's nothing we can really do about it. It's too fast. And here's that damage over time, in which case we just run out of the way. Now you want to go ahead and stay right underneath the boss so it's easy to dodge that cone red attack. Now this boss is somewhat easy to get away from, and something you should be doing during this fight is restoring all of your health back to full when you feel threatened. Granted that you have enough attack, and I will show my attack at the end of this video as long as all of my gear. Now you're going to want to go ahead and just run away, get your health back, re-engage in the fight, and hope that he doesn't do that straight too many times. When you're feeling threatened, utilize the red attacks to find time to get away and gain your health back. Otherwise, the boss will just keep attacking you, and you won't be able to mount up. So when you feel threatened enough, wait for red attack and run away. You saw me do it earlier, and you'll see me do it, I think, one more time in this fight. So we're going to keep fighting the boss. We're going to keep dodging these circular damage over time attacks and these cone attacks, and utilize our marvelous HP elixirs to heal. So here I'm waiting for a red attack, I believe, so I can run away. It's a little risky. It's a little RNG. Red attack happened. I didn't think fast enough to leave. So now I'm utilizing that roar, that charge up that he does to get out. Now the boss does do a lot of red attack, so it should give you enough time, even if you didn't leave during a red attack, to get out there, mount up, and gain your health back. Now there is RNG in this fight, so sometimes it won't go your way. That's fine. Just restart, and eventually you will get it, I promise. Okay, so I'm going to let the video play out, and if there's any questions you have, please feel free to comment or message me, and I will do my best to get back to you and help you out.
Well done. Now that Ratatoskr